Before this video starts, I just want to give a massive shout out to all my channel members. If you want to receive a shout out, then become a channel member today and you'll be shown on screen like all these other channel members here. Anyways, enjoy the video. In version 14.7, we get to see the return of the Street Fighter collab, and along with it comes some brand new units. One of the following units is a variant of Kung Fu Cat that has quite a different role, Jamie Cat. In this video, I want to go over what this unit does and how well they can fulfill their niche. The footage in this video is of a level 50 Jamie. To give an idea of what Jamie's kit looks like, let's take a look at his stats. At level 30, Jamie sports 30,000 HP and deals 17,000 damage that's split into a 3-part multi-hit. The first hit deals 5,900 damage, the second hit dealing 3,400 damage, and the final hit dealing 8,500 damage. They're also strong against Aku, have a 50% strength and at 40% HP, and a surge immune. They have a range stat of 340, a cost of 1200 to send out, have 5 knockbacks, and a cooldown of 12.53 seconds. Jamie's main value comes in 2 places: his surge immunity and Aku targeting. His surge immunity is meant to complement his Aku targeting, but Jamie has the stats to work as a general surge immune mid-ranger and is effective against most surging enemies. With 340 standing range, he is able to outrange a large majority of surging enemies, with red energy being the only one that outranges him. However, the 30 range difference does mean that he can still work for more melee-based enemies in red energy stages. Their 340 range also allows Jamie to stack up fairly easily, especially thanks to their 12-second cooldown. Their solid defensive stats and area attack allow him to be paired with Low King Dragon, another amazing surge immune unit to double up on ranged surge immune units. Although for enemies with lower endurance, like Mini Angelic Cyclone, a lot of his potential goes wasted due to the multi-hit making the strongest hit on the final one. This is a general issue Jamie has, but for being a general surge immune attacker, it isn't the biggest issue in the world. With the Strengthen, he can get a 1.5 times damage boost, letting him deal 26,000 damage if all 3 hits land. This boost in damage can allow Jamie to land one last solid hit before dying in some situations, or giving your Jamie stack a solid damage boost. The real usage this unit has is in their anti-Aku capabilities. At level 30, they sport 61,000 HP and deal 26,000 damage against Aku if all 3 hits land. Their health gives them a nice amount of survivability, being able to tank multiple hits by enemies that push him. However, with only 340 range, Jamie can have a hard time landing his hits against Fallen Bear, especially since Jamie's 5 knockbacks will cause him to get juggled rather easily by the bear. Jamie's multi-hit also causes him to be weak against low endurance threats like Diabralo and Midnight D. Midnight D is especially an issue for Jamie to handle, thanks to how Midnight D will just keep getting its shield regenerated by Jamie juggling the deer, but not skipping any of their knockbacks. While Rangmaster may seem like an appealing matchup, Jamie's high knockback count makes it rather difficult for him to hit the Anteater, as their Omni Strike reaches the 350 range, and them dealing 28,000 damage can easily knock back Jamie. On the opposite side of Aku fighting, Jamie is pretty good for Condemned Pang, Akugori, and Medusan, thanks to them actually having some endurance, ensuring Jamie can get all 3 hits in. Jamie is also a fairly solid option on both the Malevolent Macho Legs and Island, thanks to him being immune to their constant surge spam. He is also very solid for Malevolent Lion, being able to easily chunk the hordes of lions that spawn. Jamie is also fairly solid for Ms. Devil, since unlike most Beyonds, all their health comes from the Aku shield, and a solid Jamie stack can quickly shred this enemy. The last main enemy Jamie is solid for is the Aku Cyclone, as Jamie stands at a fairly safe distance against them, and the Cyclone doesn't deal enough damage to kill them in 1 to 2 hits, giving Jamie plenty of chances to land and strengthen damage. Speaking of strengthen, if Jamie is fighting an Aku enemy with strengthen, his damage shoots up to 40,000 damage a hit. While Jamie doesn't have shield piercing, you can easily cover the lack of that with stuff like Cat Researcher. Their surge immunity also helps for the death surge, especially for Condemned Pang. This can allow you to keep a healthy stack of them without having to worry about it getting blown up. So, how good is Jamie Cat? Well, I think as a mid-range anti-Aku unit, they do a good enough job at dealing with most of the major Aku supports, save for Fallen Bear. The multi-hit does lead into issues where he wastes a lot of potential damage against lower endurance targets, however, like Midnight D. Jamie has enough general stats as well to work as a surge immune attacker against most surge enemies, and can give Low King Dragon an extra partner to help deal with the many surge enemies that exist. With all that said, I want to thank you for watching this analysis of Jamie Cat. If you thought this insight was interesting, then be sure to give it a like and subscribe to the channel if you enjoy Battle Cats content, and comment down below your thoughts on them. I'd love to hear what you all think of them. Also, shout out to the following channel members: Dr. Deadly, Gamet, Ian Dean, Ninja Stars, Virus Opero, Just a Shark, Potato King, Gross Cat the Best, Physical Gaming, Atsushi, King Wolf, Regaming, Janek Altenberg, Glamorous, Barely Grover, Jade Rabbit, and Mustafa for being silver members or higher. If you want to receive a shout out like these channel members here, then become a silver member or higher today. Becoming a channel member supports what I do in a way that helps keep the lights on and allows me to continue making content for all of you to watch. Anyways, I hope you have a wonderful day.